everyone, welcome to the next advent page from this lovely sheet of pictures by Agotapop. I'm just brushing the glitter off this one. Now we have a very cute snow globe. Now I'm assuming that these little guys are polar bears because they look like they're sitting on ice. And we have an interesting background too. Now what I thought I would do for the background is do a bit of a galaxy background, as we've got, it's sort of nighttime I think. So I'm going to do that first and show you how to do it. If you aren't keen on doing this, you can of course skip it. You might want to do just a black background or something like that. Now I've picked a handful of pencils and I'm just going to get started. Don't actually want that one, let's switch. Right, I'm going to start with quite a light colour, this middle purple pink. Oh, I don't know how well you can see it. It's very bad lighting in here, it's the evening doing this. I don't normally record in the evening, but I'm just thinking the galaxy background is going to look totally different to all the other backgrounds. So I've changed my mind, I'm not going to do a galaxy background. I'm going to start with my little purple pink and just do a similar background to what we've done before. Now I'm going to colour over the snow because we're going to draw that back in with a pen and I think it looks better that way. Yeah, no, sorry. If you want, should we do a galaxy background inside the snow globe instead? Let's do that. So let's do a normal background here. Phew, it's suddenly really hot. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a layer of this all in the background. I realised this is supposed to be on snow, that's fine. We'll do it like we did with the car and draw the snow on in after. The car back on the 8th. It's a long time ago, wasn't it? Yeah, I have done other galaxy backgrounds. I have done a video for one before on a much bigger area than this will be, because this we're going to end up being quite tiny. So if you want a more in-depth just galaxy tutorial, then if you go to my main page on YouTube, you can search. There's a little magnifying glass you can click to search and it will just search my channel if you are on my channel when you click it. I'm going to try not to colour over that star. I have though. Now I wanted to use the mauve. I'm going to use the colours that I want to use for my galaxy background. I'm going to use them for this background. It's going to be a little bit different. Yeah, so use the magnifying glass, search for galaxy and you'll find it. And yeah, you can have a go. But I'm going to do a bit of one on here anyway. I think as I've promised you that I'm going to do one, I think I need to. Now this is much darker, so it's looking really messy, but I've got a sort of in-between colour to come and hopefully it will all come together. Well, I know it will because I've done it before and it just takes a little bit of work. I probably didn't do this in the most organised fashion. I feel like I'm rushing and I'm talking fast. Don't know why. I've just eaten a meal, a big heavy meal. It was delicious. And I think it's given me like a bit of a buzz. Okay, so in between wise, I'm going to use the manganese violet and try and bring these two together. Whoops. Yeah, we did our favourite Sunday night meal. It's Sunday evening recording this video. I don't know what day of the week this is going to be. What are we, 4, 8, 12, 16, 17th December. Oh, it's a Sunday. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, 17th of December, it's my family Christmas with my parents and my sister. So while you're watching this video, actually I'll probably be on the road coming home or just finishing off getting ready to leave. But hopefully would have had a lovely family day. Looking forward to it. It's always nice. Family Christmas. I know my sister wanted it a little bit closer to the big day, but actually I quite like spreading out these different occasions through the sort of... I'm actually going to use, whoops, this light magenta for to go over it all. That's how I do my galaxy background. I think it might help to blend it together. I rather like having things spread out a little bit, then you've got different things to look forward to and sort of days in between to almost recover from like the masses of food and socializing and everything else, you know how it is. Whew. We can really go slightly overboard on the big day and all the days around it. But anyway, I tend not to eat so much when I'm not in my own house though. I think I don't want to look like a greedy girl. And so I tend to eat a bit less. Oh, I've gone over the edge. Never mind. Right, we're getting there. It's not quite as neat as I'd hoped. I'm going to go back in with my mauve and just do a little bit in the corners. Just sharpening it. And also when I'm with people, I tend to talk so much that I don't have time to eat. You know, I tend to get thirsty more than hungry. Too much talking. You can't imagine me just talking on and on and on for hours and hours, can you? Yeah, I think I sometimes just bore people stupid, but I don't know. Mind. It's always tricky when they ask me how's your work going? Are you still a freelance writer? Some people I'm quite happy. I tell people, because some people are a bit funny about colouring. I don't know if you've met people like it. So I just say, oh, I teach art on YouTube, yeah, and it makes it makes it sound a bit like I'm a bit cleverer than I am, I think, but it doesn't really encompass everything that I get from doing this channel. I'm going back to the middle purple pink because I feel like even though you're not engaging with me as I do the art, I feel like I've got a little community of people reaching out to me, following me and that sort of thing, and it feels more like I'm not just teaching, I'm sort of bringing people together sort of thing, which is nice, even if it's just in watching a video. And yeah, I find it very satisfying. There, I rather like that. Looks like this is giving out a glow, which is nice. I'm trying to think about this background that I've promised you, because I picked the 4 colours that I used for this background, and now I've used them here. I think I can make it work still. We could use a different selection of colours actually. Let's do that. Let's use different colours, just slightly different colours. So rather than middle purple pink, I shall use the crimson. And rather than the, whoops, scrolling away, the dark mauve, I shall use the blue violet. And rather than the manganese violet, I use the purple violet. And rather than the magenta, I use the, whoops, this is rather bright, the pink madder lake. And I'll also use the dark indigo probably. Wish me luck. Or I wish you luck. I'm going to start with the blue violet, okay? And I want some quite small areas because it's quite a small item. So I'm going to go here. Now I want to fade it on the edges. So you want a sort of darkish area in the middle and then fade it out, okay? Like that. It's quite simple. You don't need all your shapes to be the same colour. So, oh, the same size. So this one, I'm just going to do that. And then one here. Again, we've got snow in the background, which I'm going to ignore. I'm going to try not to colour over any of the picture details, but I'm going to colour over the snow because I know I can grab that with a white pen. Okay, so that is that one. Now I'm going to use, whoops, my crimson. And I'm going to do a little bit join to this one. So where they're overlapping a little bit lighter, and then get some darker here and spread it out like that. A little bit in here, I think, and sort of merge it into there, maybe down there. Let's start a new one here. Hot bears are so cute, they're just so cute. No, I don't really want it too near the edge. I might just put a little bit in there, because it's very much just similar colour to this on the edge. Now I'm going to grab the purple violet, then we'll start down here, I think, and mix it into this one. And then here, by his nose. Such a cute nose. Such a cute nose. I'm going to go right to the edge, I think, with that one, and just like that. This one, I'm going to put quite a bit on the edge. And just spread it in, and a bit here. I'm not sure how many more colours I've got left. 2. I've got a very light pink Madder Lake. I think I'll do a bit here. A bit in here. We might not need our indigo. Actually, I might just use this. I don't think I'll use the indigo. There we go. Now I want these to meld together, and at the moment I'm just going to put that indigo away. They're sort of not quite as joined together as I would like. Now what I like to do with this is use a white to blend. This is the Prismacolor white, because it reduces the colour a little bit as well. Now sometimes that isn't appropriate, but here if we can make this globe a little bit lighter, I think it will sit better within the background. And you can just keep layering white on. You can use the Polychromos white if you want, but I just find the Prisma is a little bit better for blending. And you could use a blending pencil and then put some white on if you want to do it that way. But I'm just going to keep going with this for a bit. Yeah, oh, I like that. She says very modestly. Now, snow, we're going to leave till the end. And we've got a little bears. Now, what colour scarves are they going to have? Actually, I'm going to do, their ice is sitting in what I think is water. I'm going to do the ice first, and I'm going to colour that blue with this sky blue. I always quite like this for eyes. Now, it's not going to be all blue, but I'm thinking there's shadow here under these craggy bits. Can you see? So we can pop that in there. And then I'm thinking maybe along the edge, as if this edge is maybe just standing out a bit, and that bit, and then maybe just a little bit around where they're sitting, where they might be creating a bit of a shadow. Hopefully it just looks a little bit shadowy. And then the water, I'm just going to go a shade darker, so I'm going to use the light ultramarine. It's really very similar colour, but I'm just going to pop it in there. I don't want too much attention being drawn to that. You know, I could have done it in a sort of greeny blue or something, but I think that works. We want our attention drawn to our little bears. Now, they're white, which is creating me some confusion. Let's get a black and do their noses. Their noses are so small. I've got to put my head almost under the camera to colour them in. There we go. And I'm thinking maybe the bottoms of their feet might be a bit dark. I don't know. Maybe not. Done now. Right, I noticed that they've got like the inside of their ear, and I'm thinking maybe we could do that in a bit of a pink. Like, do you remember we did our bunny yesterday in the dark flesh or salmon? I'm going to use that for these guys as well. I think it's a really nice, cute colour. And it'll just there, yeah. Now scarves, let's do scarves next. I'm thinking green might work quite well with this background colour. I'm going to use the emerald green. It's quite, ooh, pencils going everywhere. I think the emerald green, a bluey green, I don't know if you can see that, goes quite nicely with purples and pinks, I think. So I'm just shifting around in my chair a minute. I'm going to put them both in the same colour scarf. I'm just going to layer it on. This particular scarf is quite small. And a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to use a slightly darker green. I think the hookers might be a good choice. Hookers green. To do a little bit of darker colour, just where the bottom really. I'm struggling to see. I can't wait to get my new glasses. I think I'm struggling to see. It's the thing I see most on video. It's very boring. There we are. Now I'm thinking we could use a little bit of grey to mark out a few shadows on the white bears. So I've picked up my cold grey 2. And I'm thinking maybe a little bit above the scarf here and there, a bit underneath the scarf, a bit here on the above this sort of curved area behind the feet, around there and there under the scarf, above the scarf, maybe bottom of the face a little bit like that. There we go. Along the bottom. Yeah. And they could draw lots of white fur on them. I don't think polar bears are really madly furry, so I'm not going to do that. I've got a lovely little heart there. I'm going to use the light magenta. Oh, my pencil sharpener's alive. It's actually really full. I need to empty it. So I'm going to use the light magenta for the heart. I think it will stand out. We've got quite a lot of deep colours, so I think maybe something that's a little lighter might just stand out. And now I'm going to use a bit of silver for this and the star, but not the silver pencil. I'm going to use the cold grey, is that 4? Cold grey 4. And I'm going to start here with quite a layered up bit, and then just do less towards the middle, so hopefully it looks a bit shiny and metallic. Now I'm thinking under here there'd be some shadow, so we need to layer that up a bit. None here at the middle. Put a little bit in, so our shine is just small. There we go, and the star, I'm going to make the points quite dark and then quickly less, and the centre light. Okay, now we're going to use a few pens to finish off. This is the exciting bit. Gellyroll 10. Okay, So I'm going to start by drawing in the circles that were on here already. Okay, and then we have this, we're going to dot some snow at the bottom rather than just drawing over those lines. We're actually going to dot it on. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's quite fun. Trying to hold the page down, there we go. Get some bigger dots. The bigger the nib on the pen, the bigger the dots you get. So this is 10, and there's a 0.8 and a 0.5 in the set that I had. So the 10 is the bigger one. It's a 1 mil, I think, nib, whereas the 8 is 0.8 and the 5 is 0.5. Maybe that's obvious, but it wasn't to me as a beginner. And I sort of assume a lot of you watching are beginners. You might not all be. But I like to explain things, and maybe you're hearing things for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 10th, 20th time. But anyway, I can never quite remember what I shared and what I haven't, so my memory has never been very good. I so often repeat myself when I'm talking to people, and my mum does it too, and if she didn't used to do it I would worry, but I do it, she does it, we've always done it, so it's fine. Sometimes it's a difficult because she will tell me something several times and she won't tell my sister, and she'll think that she has. I'm just going to draw in lots more snow because she's told me 3 times. She thinks she's told everybody. You know, I do the same though. I tell one boy 3 times, forget to tell husband, you know, all that. Put some more in here as well. But what we need to do on here is to make it look more spherical. We've got a line drawn on there which we can try to draw in with our pen. And we'll do one over here as well. If you make it look shiny, it looks more like a see-through sphere. Ooh, I'm taking off what I put on. Let's just be patient for a minute and let it dry. I know, I'm going to put some glitter on our star. This is the number 700 Stardust glitter pen. I just want a glittery star. So there's that one, and now I can hopefully go back over this, make it look a little bit better. There we go, there is our shiny snow globe. I like those colours, they're pretty, I think. Anyway, there he is. You could put more snow on the ground if you wanted, but I think we've got enough there to make it look like it's the ground, and we've still got the colour shining through, which I think looks rather pretty. It's completely up to you how you choose to do it. But there we go. So I haven't really done much colouring of our little bears, but I just think they look cute in the middle there being white. So there we are. But thank you for watching. Hope you have a super day and happy colouring.